Yo, what up, gamers? Feels weird not doing like a stream and doing that. So I decided to do this sort of little thing in between possibly clamp projects. I wanted to just do some tiny little thing in between to give myself a little bit of a break, but also want to, you know, dabble in the clamp stuff. And I've been reading a lot of clamp recently. I have gone down the clamp rabbit hole in May of 2023, and I just, you know, want to talk about it. I want to share my opinions. Now, normally you'd think maybe I should just rank the stories that I've read, and that's not happening. No. I don't want to do that. I like most of them, and then I'm just like, these are okay. I don't want to think very deeply about which clamp stories I like, more or less. And, you know, what would be much more interesting is to rank clamp ships. That's not gonna get me cancelled. Nope, not at all. Especially when it considers clamp. Oh, jeez. Oh lord. Maybe I should stop this before I get cancelled. No, I have no shame. I have no shame. Disclaimer, you are free to like or not like any ship you want. We are free to have opinions. This is just my opinion. You don't have to agree to it. You don't have to disagree to it. These are scribbles on a piece of paper, okay? Just because I like or dislike a certain ship doesn't mean I'm morally better than you and vice versa. These are scribbles on a paper. It's just, let's be adults here. Okay. What should I start with? Oh, by the way, this was made by Noichiharu. Saying that right. You know, why don't I start with, my reading order of clamp? And then, though, it's gonna be... There's some ships I would want to talk side by side, but it'll take forever because I read some stories, very long in between. I don't know what I'm saying. So, let's start off with the first, clamp series I read. Chobits! I read this in like 5th or... No, I watched it in 5th or 6th grade. And yes, I was too young for this series. Oh, dang, there's Kobato. Oh, they added that in there. Okay, well, I'll talk about that later. Let's go with, Veda and Zima. Veda and Zima, you know, I'm open to it. I mean, they were like the two robots that were like looking for Chi and trying to, you know, try to not make sure that she doesn't do the program, and it's all of a sudden, like, I think, I can't remember who was, the guy robot was like, oh my goodness, I love you, Veda or Zima. Plot twist. And, you know, robots can fall in love. What a coincidence. Whoa! I mean, they're nice. It's just, there's not that much with them, so it's just like, cool, I guess. I mean, they have nice designs. Though, not much to say. Weda and Yubi. That was the... I've never read the manga. I've actually fully read the manga, so... Weda and Yumi, I mean... They have a huge age gap. Like... I can handle a few years, but... if they're old enough to be, like, a parent to them, I'm just like... I mean, you do you, but hey, man, Clamp, why are you like this, man? Oh yeah, someone's gonna be like double standards in a second when I go into other ones, but I mean, okay, they're written nicely. They just don't do it for me. It's just like, what is too old, man? What is just way too old for you? And also the the anime cuts this out, but the manga said they used to date, and then it found out that Yumi found out about the Persicom, and she was like, oh my goodness, same name as me, oh my goodness, am I just a replacement for a computer? Can I live up to a computer? Which makes it nicer than the anime, kind of. It's just like, all of a sudden, like, Weda and Yumi's just like, I want to go out with you, and nothing happens. I mean, it seems like they're gonna date, I guess. Maybe. Wink wink. But it doesn't have, like, the revelation that Weda's Persicom had the same name. I think Weda and Yumi were better in the manga, but, I mean, they're nice, but I'm not 100% for it. I wish she was just a tad older, or he was a tad younger. It's like, that's too old, man. Especially since I know the ages. I'm like, oh geez, that's way too much. I'm not judging, but dang, man. Not for me, just not for me. Shinobu and Shimizu. I also gotta put this here. I mean, it's cute, it's adorable, but it's just... I know Shimizu has a terrible husband, but I have a bit of a belief that you shouldn't get divorced. Even though, again, if I met Shimizu in real life, I'd be like, hey, divorce this man, this man's like neglecting you and such. It's just, I'm not a fan of cheating, man. I'm not a fan, especially if the person's married. Like, I like see some like rom-coms and like the person's like dating someone else and they're not a huge fan, and I'm just like, I'm not for this ship, I'm for the other ship. I'm thinking of a certain series and people will be like, dang, you prefer the other one? That it's clear that you're supposed to ship that one. But I'm just like, I mean, they're already in a relationship. I know it's like a fake relationship. It's just my thoughts. I'm like, I don't like cheating in series. I just don't like cheating. Especially if the person's married. Now, Shimizu definitely deserves Shinobu. Again, just my thing. And if I knew someone like Shimizu, or if they were just telling me like, hey, I don't like my husband or wife or something, I'd be like, yeah, go divorce them. I'll support it. But me, I'm just like, you're committed to this. You committed to this when you're married. Again, she could leave him. And say okay. She can leave that husband that's not named. Okay, and last but not least, Hideki and Shi. I probably would have. If I was younger, I'd probably say either ship it or a TP, but I like it only under certain circumstances. Yeah. Like, if I sort of ignore the fact that she's a bit dumb. I mean, it's not her fault, she's just... There's some things I like, some things I don't. It's the same with Shinobu and Shimizu. No. How do I put this? Again, it's just... He kind of feels a bit father-like in the situation. And sometimes I can ignore it, and that's why I like it under certain circumstances, and sometimes I'm, being grown up, I'm like, yeah, it's age, man, age as a teen, you just think about these things and you're just like, yeah. But sometimes I'm just like, oh, those two are so adorable and such. Sometimes I'm like, ugh. Okay, alright, well, that's enough with Chobits. Their most popular romance series, and I don't have anything in Ship It or OTP. Whoops. Alright, moving on. Cardcaptor Sakura, what we thought was going to be the first one, but nope. I remember I tried to first watch it in 6th grade, and I distinctly remember I watched like the first 6 or 7 episodes. I just remember I stopped right before Sharon was introduced. And I was like, this is kind of boring, I'm not interested. And then I finally decided to watch it senior year of high school, and I'm like, this is great, this is 10 out of 10, yeah, I love this! I don't know why. I don't know why I did not like it, and maybe it was Sharon that changed my thoughts or something, or just some of the early episodes were kinda not good, maybe. Don't quote me on that. It's been a long time since I watched some of the early episodes. I need to just double check and see why. But, who should I go with first? And let's just get this out of the way. OTP is the best. Oh my god, give me more of this. Give me more. Love it, Clamp. Give me 5 of these. Great, I love it. I love it. And also, Sayasaka is great as well. I love it. Both of them are great. Love it. Perfect. It's just lovely. Perfect. What else do I need to say? They're great. I'm like leaving a blank. I'm just like, what? Oh, it's nice. I remember when I was live tweeting Cardcaptor Sakura, it was always just like, I know what these two guys are. Gay. And I support it. And again, Sayu-saku is, I hope I'm saying that right. Sayu-saku is adorable. It's just cute. You get a very fluffy feeling. You're just like, oh, look at the babies. Look at them, the babies. They're falling in love. And I do like both of them weren't their like first love. It was like a second love, which is nice to see. You know, sometimes you fancy one person and then you fancy the next person. Your first love's not always your gonna ride or die. It's just cute. It's just so cute. I love seeing them in Clear Card just being adorable boyfriend and girlfriend. It's great. Tomino Sakura, I ship it too. Sharon didn't exist, I would be like all the way OTP, but I don't know, those two are so adorable. I mean, y'all, Sakura has 2 hands, so she can have both, but I don't know. I really like Tomino and Sakura. Actually, no, I changed my mind. OTP as well. Again, Sakura has 2 hands, she can hold them both, she can be, I'm a huge advocate of the 2 hands person. Speaking of which, Tomio and Meilin, I love it. I didn't ship it when I was watching it, but when I saw like fan art and other stuff, I was like, yeah, this seems nice. It makes sense. Yeah, I dig it hard. Especially they can go on double dates with Sayu-saku. So cute. Oh jeez. Oh yeah, also, of course, OTP as well. Toya and his 2 boyfriends that are the same person. That are inhabiting the same body, sorry. They're inhabiting the same body. Toya loves his 2 boyfriends. I don't know why you wouldn't ship Toya and Yue. It's like, what? You would love Toyuki and just don't like this? What? Oh, jeez. Oh, now that we talk about Cardcaptor Sakura, we have to address the elephant in the room right away. Is there anything else? Oh yeah, Yamazaki Chihiro. Great. Love him. Yamazaki always lying. Chihiro's like, oh gosh dang it, I have to deal with this dumb idiot. Not this dumb idiot, this troublemaker. I just love it. Let's try to see, okay, through this sea of, I mean, Sharon and Meilin, no strong opinion. Oh, Toyo and Nakaru. It's pink, it's hard to see. It takes me a minute to read it. I hear that this ship is like more for Clear Card, so and I haven't gotten to that point, so I'm open to it. Sorry, I'm an anime watcher of Clear Card. I'm not reading the manga. I'm never ever going to read the manga of classic Cardcaptor Sakura. and clear card, I'm just gonna watch the anime. I'm sorry. I have no attachment to it, especially since it delves more in other stuff that I'm not a fan of, that we have to talk about. Oh, Toya and Kaho. It's just no strong opinion. Fujisaka and Nadeshiko. Okay. Like circumstances. Yeah. This age gap, I'm sort of okay. Okay? And I know Nadeshiko was his student and such, but it's fiction. I don't care about morality. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's nice. It doesn't bother me too much. They're not too, like, maybe it's because I don't know the age and they don't go too much into the age that I'm just like, yeah, I like it. It's okay. I mean, Fujitaka is a nice male life. Sonori Nadeshiko, oh shoot, open to it. There's not much of Nadeshiko, so, I mean, can't really put it in ship it or OTP, but nice, I guess. Don't got it much to say. Me and Sonomi is 10 out of 10 perfect. Oh. Yeah. I don't have to explain myself. I don't care. I don't care if Ariel is the reincarnation of Chloe Reed and he's just a baby. I don't care. It's just, why? What was your deal, Clamp? And you have no excuse for this, Clamp. You have no excuses. What the actual heck were you thinking, Clamp? Nanase, what? Nanase. Nanase. You had a perfect message with Yuki and Sakura being like, hey, it's okay to have like a puppy crush on someone older than you, but you know, your true love probably isn't that person, and that's a-okay, but it's a-okay to have those feelings. And then all of a sudden it's just like Terada and Rika. I'm like, no. Why'd you do this, Clam? No, you had a perfect message, Clam. It doesn't ruin Cardcaptor Sakura, but it's always just the elephant in the room, and I'm just like, I have to deal with the elephant someday. And today's that day. I don't like it. And I know everybody in the fandom is just like, yeah, we get it, move on. It's still an elephant. I still don't like it, and I gotta address it, or someone's gonna be like, you're not gonna address that? I'm like, here I am, addressing it. It's awful. Alright, let's move on. Kaito and Akio, again, I have only watched the anime, and currently right now only one season of Clear Card is out, and I have heard that maybe Akio is like supposed to be like older or something, and they're like closer in age, but it's just like, I remember seeing this and I'm like, Clamp, not again, please. Not again, Clamp. Okay. Right now, from what I have heard, I have no strong opinion. But if I see more and it's not what I like, I probably would rather avoid it. But right now, no strong opinion right now, because I do want to see if it gets better. But right now, it's just like, what? I hear there's like better circumstances. That's what I hear, and I'm just hoping it is better circumstances. I'm gonna be the glass half full. I'm gonna be optimist. I'm going to be optimistic. Hopefully I don't have to put that in would rather avoid it. Alright, now that we're done with this. Oh jeez. Technically, I forgot, I did watch the Holic anime somewhere in middle school or high school, but I'm just gonna ignore Holic for now and just do it at the time I read the majority of the manga, because it coincides with, you know, another series. And the next series is the X anime, and then I read the Tokyo Babylon manga, and then I actually read the X manga. So X is next. X/Tokyo Babylon, the thing that made me Clamp trash, started this Clamp journey in May of 2023. Why'd you do this to me, Tokyo Babylon? Why'd you make me Clamp trash? Why'd you do this? Oh, oh jeez. Oh, I'm scared of this. Oh. Oh no. No matter where I put this, someone's gonna get angry at me. No matter what. Someone's just gonna be like, alright, you were cool, but bye. Just, no matter where I put this, no matter where, someone's not gonna agree with me. Be like, you put it too low, you put it too high. So, I'll be honest. I would have originally said, when I first read it, I would have originally said, this, because I don't like Subaru being unhappy. I am Subaru's mother. I want to see him happy. A normal happy, a good happy. He's not in a good life when he's with Seisho. And I say, screw that man. But since there's a lot of it in the Tokyo Babylon X fandom, and it's sort of become like Akeshu, you know, the ship in Persona 5, where I originally was like, I don't really care, but there's so much of it. And sometimes, you know, once in a blue moon, I hate myself, and I want to hate humanity, and I want to see Subaru suffer. I don't know why. I don't know why I want to see Subaru suffer. He's my son, but... And there's some really good fan art and really good pics, so okay, I'll just say like it only under circumstances. I have had it myself. Hello fandom, I am actually not a Sei-sub fan. It's nice, but I'm not a diehard fan. Whoops. Behold! No. 2 or 3 of my friends are gonna be like, you put it too high. What? Cause I will explain later. Oh, jeez. Let's go with something small after that huge thing. Let's go with, you know what, Torusaya? Love it. Amazing. Actually, no, OTP. No, they're great. They're amazing. I love them. They're great. Saya's married, but again, it was a loveless marriage, and the guy, and I don't care about that guy. And he already knew. It was destiny, it was fate, it was tragedy. She didn't care about him. He knew she didn't care about him. They both know, they both agreed to this. It's tragic and I love it, and you know, would love to see AUs of Toru and Saya just running away together. Love it for the ladies. They're perfect. I wish there was more of this in the fandom. I wish. There's not that much. I need more of Toru and Saya. They're perfect. They're great. Tragedy. You know, their sons sort of having the same tragedy as them. They got it from their mothers. I don't know why that made me laugh. Anyway, great. I'm so angry that the anime just decided to make it non-existent. I have more to say on that later. Kusanagi and Yuzuri, yeah, would rather avoid it. Again, I don't know the ages, but Kusanagi seems so old, and Yuzuriha is 14. It's too much for me. It's just way too much for me. I'm like, no. Just, no thank you. I mean, I guess, I mean, let's move on. Actually, hold on. Keiichi and Kamui, open to it. I mean, I kind of see Keiichi as having like a tiny, maybe he doesn't realize it, or he's an unrequited crush with Kamui and they just become besties. But hey, you know, if everybody's dead, if some reason all of his love interests are dead, just Keiichi's still alive, if they want to date, yeah, I'd be down with that. I'd be down with that ending. It's not my ideal ending, but hey, Kamui can have whatever he wants. Speaking of which, no. Actually, not right now. Not right now. What else should I do? Yuto, Satsuki, and Kanoe. Ship it. I love them. They're the trio. They're the evil trio. Doing crazy stuff under the government building. Love it for them. Great. Oh, Kakyo and Hokuto. Let me do that. I like it, only under certain circumstances. I kind of feel like Kakyo idealizes Hokuto. That's my, like, sort of headcanon, is that if Hokuto was still alive, he wouldn't be like that. I like the interpretation that he is just idealizing her because she represents freedom to her. It's not actual, like, love, but I also like the interpretation that they'd actually be a cute couple, but we'll never know because now Hokuto is dead. Because a certain someone, a certain someone that I want to push off a cliff. What's next? Oh. I'm sorry. I know people like to ship, but again, Shinobu and Shimizu. It's like the exact same circumstances, except Aoki is happily married, okay? He is happily married, he has a wife and a kid that he loves. I don't want them to die. As much as I love Karen, and she seems very happy with Aoki, it's just, nah man, nah, Aoki's married. I don't want her to be a homewrecker, no. I'd rather Karen just go with some nice man that's not married, and, you know, not happily married and have a kid. Just, again, it's, I don't like cheating. I don't like affairs. I don't like that. I know people are gonna hate me because, like, the fandom really loves Aoki and Karen. I know I'm in the minority in this, I know. Now, Kamui and Kotori, I'm open to it as well. It's like the same exact feelings with Keiichi and Kamui. There's other people I would ship Kamui with other than that, but I don't know, it's nice. Kotori's dead, so, well. But whenever I make AUs, or nothing bad happens, like Toru is alive, maybe Saya only just, like, died of an illness or something, and Kamui didn't move, there's no, like, apocalypse happening, I always usually headcanon that Kamui and Kotori date, like, maybe in, like, early middle school or late elementary school. They date for a little bit, realize that they don't romantically like each other, and then mutually break up, and they're like, we'll just be platonic besties. But that's just me. I don't mind it if Kamui and Kotori got married or something. Cool with that, but just remembered someone was bringing up, like, what if they make Kamui and Fumo and or Subaru go with a woman at the end? And that came out of nowhere. I'm like, what? I mean, Clamp can do whatever they want, as long as if it seems goodly written. I don't care if Kamui ends up with a man or a woman. I don't care, as long as it doesn't come out of nowhere and, you know, makes sense. Don't all of a sudden pair him with someone like the last 5 pages being like, all of a sudden, oh, I love this random woman I met. I'm in love with her. That I don't like. And again, Kotori's dead, so I don't know how that'd be possible to pair him up with the woman and it be written well. Maybe Kamui in 15 or 20 years and he's still alive. Apocalypse, he was able to stop it. Maybe he dates someone else or marries someone else. I'd be okay with that if the lover was a man or a woman. I don't really care. Now, there's other scenarios I'd prefer, but I want a certain scenario to happen. We'll get to that. Sorota and Arashi, OTP, lovely, I love them. Give me 5 more of these. Clamp, love them. Mwah. Perfect. I mean, Arashi's a bit too tsundere for my liking. Just a little too tsundere. But it's still great. Ooh. Now, this is gonna be my #1 ship in Clamp, and it's Subcam! Surprise! I love Subcam! It's great! I love it! Their literal hurt comfort is so adorable. They're bonding over their abusive ex-boyfriends, and they're sort of healing. I mean, okay, full disclaimer. I know that Subcam is not healthy, but as I said earlier, I am like Subaru's mother. I want Subaru to be happy. Subaru seems the most happy in Subcam. He may say that he will be happy with Seishiro, but no, again, mother. I'm his mother. I say Kamui is best for him. The best amount of happiness is for him. Please, Subaru, please date Kamui, please. Stop dating the bad boy and date the good boy. Do it for your mother. Do it for me. Similarly, Seishiro Fuma, that's really good. I know Seishiro and Fuma is kind of a crack ship, but hey, I have 2 men left over after I pair Subaru and Kamui. Why not I just put the evil men together? Great. Lovely. Okay, now that I exhausted all the other ships, time to talk about Fukam, the other important ship. And I like it only under certain circumstances. It's great. I love the ship sometimes, and I like the, Fuma and Kamui just being like good friends. Possibly something more before, Fuma becomes a dragon of Earth. But it's too tragic, and I know that Fuma's going to die or Kamui's gonna die, and I'm just like, too tragic for me. I don't think X is going to end with both of them alive. I think one of them is gonna die. I'm most likely thinking it's Fuma, and I don't know. Kamui can go be boyfriends with Subaru. That's my ideal ending. Fuma dies, Kamui's a bit traumatized, but then later on he dates Subaru. I'm a bit biased, but Fukam is still great. It's just a little too tragic for me. That's all I gotta say. Now, if only there was a version of Fukam where there wasn't any tragedy. What if there was a version that Fuma didn't kill his sister? I wonder if that exists. Alright, what did I read next? What did I read next? I watched Kobato, so, Fujimoto and Kobato. Yeah, I ship it. I mean, Fujimoto's... No, I just remembered. No. I like it. I literally like it only under certain circumstances. I just remembered. Oh, jeez. This does earn the title of like it only under certain circumstances, because just spoilers for Kobato. The ending made me cry. I watched the anime, I was like, oh jeez, they're back together. But then once it ended, I was like, oh, I know Clam. Oh no. Do I dare try to look? And I did. I'm like, yeah, Clam, they did it. Ugh. I like the anime because the anime is very vague of how much time had passed, and it seemed that Kobato was the exact same age, and it didn't seem that much time passed, so... But literally, in the Kobato manga, she dies. No, she reincarnates, not die. She was already dead. She reincarnates. And she said, oh, when I was a baby, I still remembered Fujimoto. And Fujimoto's a normal human that ages. And she comes back to Fujimoto when she's in high school. And I'm just like, oh no, too much, no. Not for me, no thank you. I like the anime's vagueness, please give me that. That's also hinting that it hasn't been that long. Oh, please, no, Fujimoto is literally old enough to be her dad now. Oh, jeez. Not for me, sorry. Again, I don't like, I'm not a fan of it. But hey, if you like it, that's A-okay. Just not for me. It was too much. I'm like, oh no. Just her remembering when she was a baby. Like, no. I think I read Clover next, so Clover. Okay. Kazuhiko and Aura. OTP. They're great. They're amazing. They only were together for like 2 volumes, and I was like, 10 out of 10, this is great. They're just at it like bunnies. Love it for them. Just always at it. It's always the joke with clamp ships. They're either very, very pure, only hold hands. They're at each other like every 5 seconds. There's no in between. Chingetsu and Ran. Yeah. It's okay. I know Ran is like Jingetsu is technically is also old enough to be Ran's dad. Because Ran came at him when he was a child. But hey, oh my god, that sounded so weird. No, please don't take that out of context. No. Ran met Shingetsu when he was a kid. Yeah. But I don't know how their relationship blossomed. They decided to live together. I don't know when exactly they started dating, so I'm just gonna assume when Ran got older, physically older. Oh jeez. I'm just, there's a lot of breathing room, so I'm a-okay with it. And of course, 80% of the series, Ran was an adult-ish, so I had no problems with it. I know the story said, like, hey, Ran was a child when Jigetsu met him. I'm gonna ignore that. And hey, Ran is gonna, like, die in 5 years, and he's rapidly aging, so he gets a pass. You get a pass. You're gonna die in 5 years. Go at it. I don't care what you do. You wanna date Jingetsu? Go ahead. Plus, Ran's, like, stuck to the house. What is Shingetsu going to do? Shingetsu just gonna bring a bunch of random other men and be like, hey, you can date these guys. Oh, goodness. I mean, he brings Kazuhiko. Okay. Oh, gee. Oh, moving on. Let's just move on from that. Oh my goodness. Miyuki-chan's harem. No strong opinion. I mean, Miyuki-chan isn't into it, and so, I know it's a joke, but it's just like, oh, and I know it's written by a woman, but I'm just like, oh, feel a bit icky. Me, myself. Just my opinion. So, neutral, no strong opinion. I mean, Miyuki-chan's got like 50 women around her. But again, Yuki-chan's like, I'm not into this, please. I know, it's a little too much for me. Just a little too much. Next, I read Archie Veda. Oh, yeah, the GOAT. Love these two, they're great, I love them. 10 out of 10, Soma and Kendapa, 10 out of 10, love them. Greatest part of Rig Veda, greatest, 10 out of 10, greatest part. 2 girl bosses, dating each other, in secret, right, love it. I always just love Kendama being like, hey, Soma, see this earring? You gotta come back to me, girl. I love it. I love it. How much am I gonna say I love it to all these OTPs? Just constantly be like, love it, I love it. Tai Shakuten and Ashuro. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I was okay with the plot twist, but I don't know why. But Ashuro gives me Arrow Ace vibes. I don't know why. Maybe because he was like, random woman, I will marry you and you have my child. He doesn't care about her. Then again, she's awful. And I know it was to make sure Ashura wouldn't become what they were going to become, but literally, random woman, let's date. And also Tai Shakuten's just like, well, do whatever you want me to as long as we bang. And he was just like, okay. Again, I don't know why, but it just gives me Arrow Ace vibes. But there is fanfiction that Clamp made where it's a reincarnation of the two. I kind of like it. It's nice. But it's okay. It's okay. Again, it's written nicely, just not for me. I don't want to talk about this. Oh, gee. Again, double standard. But, again, Rand was an adult 80% of the time. Ashura was a kid 80% of the time. And Ashura, everyone constantly talked about Yasha being Ashura's dad. Constantly. And Ashura treated Yasha like their dad. It was just too much. And I don't care that they're, like, not related. It's just like, no, oh no. Don't do that, no. Ashura can find someone else. Sorry. No thank you. Then again, Ashura and Yasha, in my eyes, they don't look like they were romantically together, but knowing Clamp, they probably were supposed to be together romantically, and I'm like, no. Just after I read, I was like, oh, Clamp probably wants me to think of them romantically, and I'm like, no. Not for me, no thank you. Trying to have to remember which ones I read first, because the order kind of gets blurry, kind of. I think I read Man of Many Faces next. Oh, by the way, I do remember, like, reading RG Veda because I moved while I was reading it. So I can remember that. And also I was studying. Anyway, we're talking about ships. Love them, great. It's just like Sayosaku. They're babus, they're adorable. And they're just like, oh yeah, I love you too. Just seeing, it's pure fluff. I love it. Cute. And they grow up. I know people will be like, well, technically there is an age difference. It's not too much, and it's not too much to be like, they were kids as well, so hey, no problem. They were both in elementary school, no problem. They started this in elementary school. And I think the next book I read was Legal Drug, because I remember it took a while for this book to come. I don't know why. I just remember telling my coworker, I'm like, still waiting for that book to come. They were like, dang, when did you buy that book? So, yeah, Green's Wish and Legal Drug, but I'm gonna talk about Legal Drug. I'll talk about Wish later. Riku and Kazuhaya. I've only read Legal Drug. Neutral, no strong opinion. Actually, I'm open to it. Actually, I'm open to it. I don't feel that much towards them. Kazuhaya is, too much of a tsundere and just like, what the heck, man? But I hear from people that Drug and Drop is really good, so crossing my fingers on this one. I'm open to it. Liking this. Just feel about, don't really care about these two. You know what I really care about? Saiga and Kake. 10 out of 10. Love them. I love the creepy male wife and the girl boss man. Girl boss man. Love the two between them. It's great. Don't care about their gay sons. I like the parents. Don't care about the gay sons. It's not true. Don't talk about that extra story. Okay. Alright, moving on. I watched some of Magic Knight Reader. I think I've only watched 5 episodes, so I don't have that much. I don't know who some of these people are. What is this? What? I'm just, right now I'm just gonna put don't know. Hikari? What? Let's go. No. Clef and Ascot? Oh. Hey, I ship this. That's all my knowledge of Magic Knight Rayearth. I know I can ship this, and I have no strong opinion about this. I don't know what is going on with that. Isn't Zagato like trapping her? What? People like gonna be like, what? No! You're getting spoiled or something. I don't know. I don't know the context, but that's weird. Though it makes sense because I had barely touched the surface of Magic Knight Rayearth. I don't think I have an opinion on this, so I'm just gonna be like, I don't know. I have seen a little bit of it and I don't get it. Maybe I'll find out more. I do remember, isn't he like stone and he like talks? That's the part I'm trying to remember, because I can't remember it's been so long. I can't remember the lady, but she danced and created their weapons, and that's when I stopped. And I think Clef talked to Umi like one time via telepathy or something. But I don't see any romance with them. Alright, moving on. We'll move on from that. Next I read Duklon. Great. Keppi and Takepon, 10 out of 10. I love it. I love the male wife and the tsundere. The rich male wife and the poor tsundere. Keppi's gonna be like, don't you dare make fun of him for being poor. And these two are great. I don't know. I wish these guys had more screen time. Wink. But they're also great. They're dumb and I love it. They're dumb and in love. That's what I love. Oh yeah, next would be Clamp School Detectives. And... yeah, there was like one chapter with Nagisa. So, I know the series like strongly ships Suo Nagisa, but it's one chapter. And Nagisa doesn't do that much, so... Now, compared to Suo Nokuru, where I was just like not getting it until a single chapter near the end. I ship these two. They're great. Love them. I didn't get their relationship. I was just like, okay, it's just basically Suo doesn't like Nokuru doing dumb stuff. But that one chapter, I was like, now I actually like this. The chapter that gives their backstory. And it came out of left field. I was like, what? Alright, now I'm shipping this. Okay, the moment has finally arrived. It is time. Let's talk about Holic first. Because technically, again, I watched the Holic anime, and we could talk about Tsubasa next. So, okay, let's start with Holic. And also, I read like the first 3 volumes of Holic. I think after RG Veda. I don't know why. I remember I told myself the second I go into Tsubasa Holic, I've gone too far. I've gone too far, y'all. With talking these two, let's leave that for last. It's like a connecting glue. Dowata, great. My favorite Watanuki ship. And I would originally put this as they're written nicely, but they don't do it for me, but I've grown to it. I ship it. You know? I think maybe because back when I was a baby in middle school, I did not understand the concept of a character having 2 hands. But now I've grown to it. I am a huge advocate of the character has 2 hands, so they can also have 2 boyfriends, 2 girlfriends, a boyfriend and girlfriend, and it's great. I love the mentality of the character has 2 hands. Strong advocate. Watanuki and Himawari, I'm open to it. Without Domuki, it's not the best. Domuki is the thing that makes it great. Watanuki and Yuko, yeah, I understand the people that like Watanuki and Yuko, but I just see Yuko as more of like a mother figure to Watanuki. It's like the mother that he misses. I remember there was a joke, a headcanon about how Watanuki does the bed things. He'd say Yuko's name. And I am for that headcanon. Someone finally puts Watanuki in bed, he's just like, Yuko-san! I don't know. I'm all for it. I'm all for that disturbing headcanon. Why am I talking? Okay, let's move on. Watanuki and Kohane, no opinion. Okay, I mean, Kohane was a baby, okay? I know she gets older and Watanuki stays same age, but it's just like, also, there's better Watanuki ships, so I'm just like, sorry, Kohane. No, Haruka and Watanuki. Ship it. Love it. How many times am I gonna say love it? You know, Haruka should just, the two should just bang. Just have a dream bang. Do it, Haruka, do it. I dare you, Haruka. Just do it, man. Though technically, in that OVA, that was some steamy stuff. Smoking a cigarette. I wonder who suggested that scene. Was it Nanase or was it production IT? Domiki and Kohane, I'm open to it. Again, you'll say, I mean, Domiki's the same age as Watanuki, but he actually ages, and I'm just like, I'm a hypocrite, man. I'm just a hypocrite. And also, there's no love in that, and it's mutual. Mutual, just like, okay, we gotta get together. We both love the same man, but that man doesn't love us because he can't love himself. So let's just get married. Though, funny thing about this is that I saw memes of Domiki x Kohane, and I thought for Domiki they were referring to the grandpa Domiki in the dreams. The whole time I thought it was Haruka Domiki and not Shizuka Domiki. And when I finally got to see Kohane, I was like, wait, she's a baby and she's in Watanuki's timeline. How can she date Haruka Domiki? But I was just waiting for the answer, and of course there was Tsubasa, the things that happened to Tsubasa. I was like, okay, maybe Kohane will travel back in time, and then she becomes Shizuka's grandmother. The entire time throughout Holic, I just thought about that, and then the OVA happened, and Shizuka was like, here, I'm getting married to Kohane. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. Oh, that makes sense. That makes complete sense. Now to end this and have a glue to this, Chloe and Yuko, I have no strong opinion. I've heard so much about Chloe and Yuko, but there's just nothing about them. It's just passing things, just like, oh, man, I hated that man. That man was a creep. And Tsubasa spoilers. I know Chloe is the reason why Yuko's still alive and such, so it must have been like a strong love or something, but there's nothing there other than that. They don't interact. There's no flashbacks, no nothing. It's just passing thoughts, passing words. Yuko being like, oh man, that man was a creep, and Chloe's actions. So, it's nothing's there. So, I don't feel anything for it. It's like Say Sub, because, you know, Say Sub, they don't interact at all, for a good reason. Tsubasa Say Sub. But we have a previous say-sub to know what their dynamics are sort of like. I mean, it could be different, but there's something we can sort of base it off. So it, you know, pulling this up, I brought this up and now I'm like, where do I put this? Do I put it would rather avoid it? Do I put it there just for nicely, but they don't do it for me? I'm open to it. I want to see the backstory. I'm very intrigued about this backstory, and you know, I have some reference to it, unlike Chloe and Yuko. I know of other version of them, so I have something sort of to base off of for them. What their dynamic would sort of be like. Got nothing for that. I just have to imagine how they would date, and I don't have anything. You're really gonna talk about Chloe and Yuko over say-sub? You don't have that much to say about say-sub? Yeah. But hey, they have something I can base off of. Unlike these two. Weird ran over. Tsubasa Toyuki. I mean, exact same. Toy is now a king like he should be. He is our bi-king. And he's just chilling with his boyfriend. Love it. Love to see it. The gays rule the world. In Tsubasa. It literally is that, because Kendapa in Kuragame's world, Ashura in Fai's world, and then Toya in Sharon's world. Here, Sharon's world, quote. Should I bring up spoilers? I don't want to say this out loud, but speaking of Sharon, yeah, I mean, it's great, but the things that happen in Tsubasa, the things that involve clones, put it down a peg. I'm not gonna say anymore, because I don't want to say this stuff out loud. Kurofai's great. Kurofai's amazing. I love Sharon's dads. I love when they're bonding through fighting. I remember when I was just sharing my Tsubasa thoughts and be like, oh no, Sharon's dads are fighting. Ooh, it's great. I love Kurofai. Tsubasa, Yasha, and Shura, I don't have a strong opinion, but hey, they don't have this father-child relationship going on. They're the same age, so I'm fine with it. Now here's where my morals go out the window. Like I have morals. I still love Subcam. Again, I want what's best for Subaru. As Subaru's mother, I want what's best for Subaru, and I don't care that he doesn't agree with it. I want what's best for you, honey. Go with the good guy. Don't go with the guy that I don't know what he did, but considering you're on the run from him and Kamui despises him, I'm assuming he did some bad stuff. You should be away from him, not go in another relationship with him. Saying this as Subaru's mother. I want what's best for Subaru. And finally, oh yeah, I love it! It's just Fuma's not causing pain. Fuma's not becoming the dragon of Earth, killing people. He's just flirting with a cat. Flirting with his cat boy. Just a adventurous flirt. Love it. I love to see it. Now the reason why I don't have it at OTP is because while I am a huge advocate of the character has two hands, but Kamui and Subaru are always together no matter what. And you know, Kamui and Fuma, they might not see each other often, so and there might be like long days where they don't see each other, but when they like meet up, Kamui just like tells Subaru, it's like, I gotta be with Fuma for a few days, excuse me. And again, I want what's best for Subaru, so Subcam all the way, but I kind of can't see Fuma joining them in. It's weird. Let's not think about it. But I can see Kamui just like coming to agreement where he's just like, Subaru, this is my other boyfriend. Just letting you know. And Subaru's like, oh, okay. So the once in a blue moon where they're in the same world with Fuma, Kamui is just like, I'm gonna date Fuma for a few days while we're here in the same world. But I'll also take you out on dates like once in a blue moon. Just once in blue moon dates. Love it. It's a weird headcanon. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know. I like Fucam, but not enough to topple Subcam. But Kamui can have two boyfriends. And that's my headcanon, is that he has two boyfriends. And yeah, we're not gonna talk about it, but you know, I'm too much subcam trash that I'll ignore it, but yeah, Clamp did that to me. Gate 7. I have only read one volume of Gate 7, just putting that out there, but who's Sakura Tachibana? I'll look at this later. Chikahito and Hana. I'm open to it, though Hana's a bit too much of a baby. Actually, wait, Chikahito is like starting high school. Yeah, okay, I'm kind of okay with it. Okay, I'm fine with it. Okay. Who's Tachibana? Check on my phone. Oh, it's the boys! It's the boys! Okay. Yeah, ship it. I couldn't remember who they are. I've only seen one volume. Ship it. I don't care. They seem nice. They act nice. Hey, they look good next to each other. I'll ship it. Okay, now Wish. The most recent thing I've read from Clamp. Kokyo and Hisui? Great, I love them. Son of Satan and Master Angel banging a lot. Great for them. And they're monogamous. They're committed. Koryu. Gosh dang, I can't see this. Kohaku. Okay, those two, yeah. Okay. I'm open to it. I know there was that one chapter, extra chapter where, yeah, he's a nephew, so he likes bullying Kohaku, so yeah, I can see it, but Shuichiro and Kohaku, ship it. Oh jeez, again, double standard, but hey, hold the phone. Kohaku is immortal, Kohaku doesn't age, so I'm okay with that. Plus, Shuichiro, sorry, spoilers for Wish. Shuichiro dies and then gets reincarnated and has like vague memories of Kohaku, which I like. He has a feeling that he knew Kohaku, which I love that much more. Just Kohaku's just like, hey, can we be together forever? He's like, I don't know, I don't have his memories, I don't think I'm the same. And Kohaku's like, well, I think I'd still like you, and I would still like you regardless of, if not, if you're not Shuichiro, you're still Shuichiro, and I feel like you are Shuichiro. He's like, oh, okay. It's sort of going naturally, which is nice. I'm a-okay with this. Huh. Yep, that's it. Behold! Well, I don't know how to end this, so... Bye. That's my ranking.